There's a quote that says that your net worth is the average of the 10 people you hang out with. Your net worth is. Your income is the average of the 10 people you hang out with. So if you want to make more money, you want to have a better net worth, you want to have a better life, hang out with different people. Now you're born into a family and you're born into with friends and family, but you search out and seek out other people. I have a little story for you. When I was in high school, I was a tennis player and I started playing tennis at a very young age. I made the varsity when I was just in ninth grade, and I got a chance to play in a big tournament. And in that tournament, I played a guy that was about as good as I was, and it wasn't a very pretty game. And I beat him 8-6. As a pro set. It took all day to do it, and we were about the same. And it wasn't, but I finally beat him, and he was about as good as me. Then I got to play a kid that was number 5 in the nation. I just happened to draw him. He beat me 6-0. I did not win one game. But you know what? It was the best match I've ever played because he was good. And because he was good, it made me better. So you need to hang out with people that are doing things that you want to do. Your net worth is the average of the 10 people you hang out with. So start hanging out with me. My net worth's high. That will bring up your average. You hang out with the people and your average is somewhere around those top 10. Now, if you don't take advice from your broke brother-in-law, he doesn't know what he's doing. Take advice from somebody that's done it. Who are you listening to? Who are you listening to in social media? There is a bunch of crap on social media. Now, the algorithms on social media says the people that you follow and the people that you watch and the people that you share or comment with, they're going to find more of that. So if you are busy looking at stupid pet tricks, it's going to bring more stupid pet tricks for you. But if you're following Tony Robbins and Robert Allen and Robert Kiyosaki and Mark Victor Hansen, and you're literally going to them and joining and following them and commenting on them, then the algorithms are going to say, I'm going to give you more. I'm going to send you more of those kinds of people. If you're going to class in the successmoneyfoundation.org, you're going to class, then you're feeding your mind with the things that you need to do. You need to figure out who you're listening to. Don't be listening to your broke brother-in-law about advice. Don't be listening to somebody who hasn't bought any real estate that they'll say you can't do it because they didn't do it. Well, you're listening to the wrong dang guy. You don't go to the doctor and then ask the secretary to tell you how to solve your problem, your medical problem. You find a doctor or you find a nurse or you find somebody that's an expert in that. You don't just do it the other direction. Who do you listen to? We know that our top students go to class and they're learning. You're feeding your brain. You're doing the things that people do. If you want to be successful, study successful people and do what they do. Now, my dad was 4 days older than Warren Buffett. My dad did not make the kind of money that Warren Buffett did. There's only a few people in the world that's ever done that. He just had more zeros and more commas. But the common sense that my dad taught me was the same. And we did things. He just didn't talk about it. We pulled the trigger. And we were successful and we had failures. I started knocking on doors as a kid selling Christmas cards. I rode my bike out to a truck stop to wash dishes at a truck stop to start earning money. But when I made that money, guess what? I invested it. I invested it in companies. I invested and I was loaning money to people to help buy cars. I was making 12% on my money as a teenager. Well, guess what? I've done that same thing for the last 50 years. Here's the big news for you. You're hearing an idea and you're thinking, well, that's really nice right now. But the key is you're going to be doing this stuff the rest of your life. If you can learn one strategy or one technique and you pull the trigger on it, you take that tool out of your toolbox and it's a hammer and you go find a nail and you do that, remember, you're going to be doing that the rest of your life. This isn't something you're going to get a rate of return on in the first, when you're studying or doing your first little flip or looking at a house or whatever. You're going to be doing this the rest of your life. Success is a series of daily victories. Success is a series of yearly victories. Success is a series of lifetime victories. So who are you listening to and what are you doing about it? You want to be successful, study successful people and do what they do. You want to be a failure, study failure people, hang out with failure people, do stupid things like failure people do, and that's where you'll be. Now, the only purpose of this is that you're a spiritual being having an earthly experience. So let's give you a better experience. You want to have a better experience? Give someone else a better experience. And guess what? That will change your world. Step number 3, give. Give money, give time, give energy, give advice, give whatever it is. If you want to get, you give. Givers get. But you got to put your hand out first. Don't wait around for somebody to put their hand out to you. Don't wait for somebody to come and say, hey, I'm going to solve all your problems. No, life's a game. Let's go play the game and have some fun. Who are you listening to? Where are you spending your time? Social media. How many hours are you watching stupid things? Now, on social media, the more that you watch, that you comment, that you search, all the successful people in the foundation, the entrepreneurs, go search them. If you're in Facebook or YouTube, TikTok, go search those people and start watching their videos. So if you are going to watch a video, the algorithm is going to send you more of that. The algorithm of life is going to send you more of what you're spending time with. So spend your time doing it. 18 minutes a day is 100 hours a year. If you'll spend 18 minutes a day, you will know more about a subject than 95% of the people on Earth. If you spend more time than that, they say that 10,000 hours, 10,000, you can be an expert at something. You don't have to be an expert. You just have to know something more than somebody else does. You don't have to beat them by a mile. You have to beat them by about a half inch. In the Olympics that are coming up, the difference between first place and 8th place in the 100-yard dash is that. Quick, not much. But the guy who wins it all. The guy who ended up in 4th place gets nothing. The guy who ends up in 8th place is not even a footnote. Who are you listening to? Who are you hanging out with? And how are you giving? Givers get. The secret to living is giving. The secret to living is giving. So figure out how to give. And guess what? You'll get. Thanks for watching, everybody. Stay tuned. We're going to give some money away for your investment accounts. Thanks for joining with us. Make a difference. Make it happen. Every life is precious. Share with others. Share with others and you'll get what you need. Thanks for watching, everybody.